What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Piscine Predator. I'm back with that TPP True Crime Talk, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Can you do me a favor? Please, I'm begging you. Can you smash that like? And if you haven't already, what are you doing? Smash that subscribe. You're missing out. Missing out on dailies of this right here. Sending you all the information you want to know. Just do it. It's free. It's easy. Just subscribe. All right, guys. We'll jump into it. I'll stop the begging. Let's get into it. And the topic for this video is the Idaho4. Well, more so like the Kohberger situation. And when I say situation, I ain't talking about the crime that he's, that we all know he did, right? We're not talking about the upcoming trial. We got some new information. And this new information, I see a lot of people trying to dig in and get the full information on it, get the full background on it, but I think people are missing some key things on this. Okay, and this information that we just received, right, is that Kohbergers' parents were brought in to testify in the grand jury in Pennsylvania, right, over a death that happened in May of 2022 in their county, right, of a Miss Dana Smithers, a lady that had went missing and just had only recently had been found, her body been found in some woods, right? Now, I see a lot of people that are just like, oh man, it's in the same county, that's where Kohberger's parents live, that's where he lived, that's where he was going to DeSales. And this happened like a couple weeks after he had graduated DeSales, before he took off, to Idaho. Like, it just, that's the connection. It has to be the connection. I mean, he had to have had something to do with it, right? I don't think you guys are really critically thinking about some certain things. And one of those certain things that sounds more plausible is maybe one of those IDs they found at Kohberger's parents' house, the IDs that weren't the victims from Idaho, right? Weren't the IDs from the victims of Idaho. What if one of those IDs was Dana Smithers, this lady that was, had disappeared in May 2022 and has only been recently found? And, it's foul play. See, we haven't got the details back on how Miss Smithers died, right? Think about it, guys. Think about it. A lot of us believe that this couldn't have been, the Idaho murders. We all believe that more than likely wasn't Kohberger's first offense, because it was such a brazen, bold offense. I mean, to attack 4 individuals in an off-campus, housing situation where, like, it was highly trafficked through, and lots of parties. And dude, that was bold. One man going in and doing what that one man did is absolutely bold. So to think that was his first attack on somebody, knowing what we know about, serial murderers and people of the sort, it just doesn't add up. So a lot of us truly believe, and there's been speculations on what exactly it is that he was involved in prior to this, but a lot of us believe this was not his first rodeo, right? It just wasn't. So that being said, let's stop and think, right? They got all the details and information, evidence that they could gather from Washington at his apartment, from his storage there, from, his office at, WSU or Wazoo, or however you say it. And, we also know that they went to Pennsylvania and they did a full-blown search on his house, or I should say his parents' house, that is, and, other storage areas. And what do we know? We know that 2 IDs of 2 women that weren't the victim were found. And now all of a sudden, magically, his parents are being brought in, right? They're being brought in to testify to a grand jury to figure out information about their son. Dude, how are you guys not putting this together? How are we missing this? There's speculations through all the Dateline special and affidavits that Kohberger did buy the blade that we suspect that was used in the murders. And then we know that some IDs were found tucked away in a glove, in a box, in a closet. 2 IDs were found. And now all of a sudden, this investigative grand jury situation is put together, and his parents were brought forth to answer questions. You see where I'm going with this, guys? So I don't think it's a stretch. I don't think it's a large stretch. 1 second. Spider-Man. I'm trying to turn into Spider-Man over here. But yeah, I don't think it's a large stretch to think, that, hey, it possibly could have been him. It possibly could have been him. And now, that's just speculation on my part, obviously, because I don't know. I don't know all the facts and the details that were talked about in this grand jury, investigative grand jury situation. I hear that, they claim that Brian has a solid alibi for, this lady's death. But it makes you wonder how he was connected to it in the first place, right? How his parents would be connected to it for them to even be coming up to have to answer questions to a grand jury during this investigatory process. So, yeah, guys, that's where I'm at with this. I believe that they found something in all that evidence that linked them back to Dana Smithers. I mean, just my speculations, though, because you know how it is. I'll give you those the facts, but I'll also let you know when I'm speculating. And that's my speculation, is I don't think that Kohberger's parents just because they live in the area she went missing from, they're not just going to pull everybody in from that area to answer questions about a death and a disappearance and a death of a lady that happened in 2022, right? May 2022. Let's just think about the timeline, right? Just think about the timeline. But there's no way they're just pulling up everybody from that county to ask everybody questions. This isn't a random thing. They have his parents testifying for a reason and being questioned for a reason. What did law enforcement find? What did they find that connected that family, the Kohberger family, to Dana Smithers? And I'm going to tell you right now, I have a suspicion, a very strong suspicion, that it was one of those IDs that was found. Maybe there's more. But that would definitely line up with what we're all thinking, that this man has murdered somebody before. He's did a test run before to make sure that he was proficient in doing what he did. You know what I mean? It all makes sense, guys. I'm telling you, it makes sense. And, hey, I'm going to throw a prediction out there. Once we get more of the information on why Kohberger's parents ended up in front of this grand jury that has nothing to do with the Idaho killings, just think about that. There has to be a reason. And my prediction is we're going to find out that one of those IDs is Dana Smithers. And there might be some more evidence or information that comes out leaking out. But that's my bold prediction. We'll see if I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'll, you know how it is. I keep it 100. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I feel like I'm right on this, guys. And I don't know why nobody's put that connection together. Nobody's put the ID cards found at his parents' house that aren't the victims from Idaho. Nobody's put that connection together. And thought like, hey man, like maybe they found something that connected them. You know what I mean? Like, how is nobody seeing that? How is nobody talking about that? Because nobody really thinks, right? A lot of people aren't using their critical thinking, their rational thinking. They're just relying on a News Nation or Law and Crime or Fox News or AP, whoever's going to put out the new information, they're relying on that. They get that information, and before really sitting down to analyze it and, mill it over, they're just turning around, putting that video, literally most of the time, putting that exact video, reacted style to, back out to their subscribers. And it's just, that's it. Like, there's no real deep thought on it, dude. Like, y'all got to start thinking deeper. Start thinking deeper. Use that critical thinking. Use your rational mind. I know y'all got it. A lot of us have been following this true crime stuff for a long time, so things should start clicking. You should be seeing these patterns. So anyways, guys, that's where I'm at with this new information on Kohberger and his family. And this is what I think is going on, is I truly believe they ended up in court, not because they live in the area, but because them or their son has been connected to Dana Smithers. And that's where I'm at with that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed hearing a little bit more a critical, view on this whole situation. Because like I said, I don't hear nobody talking about this. They're not talking about it in this way. They're bringing up the fact that, Brian has an alibi. His parents went and testified and this and that, but nobody's talking about why did they even bring those people in? What, just because their son did this mass murder in Idaho, that means that they should be brought in over a disappearance from their county? No, guys, I'm telling you right now, there has been a connection that's been made. There has. Absolutely. And we shall see. We shall see in time, right? We shall see. But all right, guys, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to stop ranting on this. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Please let me know what you think down in the comments. Am I on point? Am I tripping? Let me know. Y'all know it ain't going to hurt my feelings. And I love to have good conversations down in those comments. So it's your boy, the Piscine Predator. And until next video, y'all, I'm out. Much love. Peace.